Alrighty, welcome back, guys. We're back again. It's Friday. Fantastic Friday. And yeah, you guys read the title, man. OTC, No-Wick, and Martingale on the 1 minute time frame. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Obviously, I'm going to be experimenting with a new strategy today called the No-Wick strategy. I've never used this strategy. I've been aware of it for quite a while. It's a very popular, underrated Forex trading strategy. And obviously, Forex trading strategies can be applied in binary options, but it doesn't mean they're great. So, yeah, obviously this strategy is inspired by two traders, BotFX and Omar No-Wick. So you guys can go and check them out. But yeah, we're going to be using the 1 minute time frame, and we're going to be trading OTC pairs only. Now, I'll be getting into exactly how the strategy works in just a moment. But yeah, just to run you guys through some things here. Obviously, 2 weeks ago, I started a new account, deposited $2,500 in the account, and I said, hey, let's have some fun with the account. Let's try out some challenges, different strategies, approaches, what have yous. And it's been great up until now. I always said to myself, whatever happens with the account happens. If we lose the money, we lose the money. If we make money, we make money. That was kind of my mentality going into these live streams. But we're back again. It's day 7. And just reflecting off the back of yesterday's stream, for those of you that tuned in, obviously, we were supposed to use Martingale in yesterday's stream, but obviously if we take a look at the results here, we didn't lose any trades, so therefore it wasn't possible to apply Martingale. We won 4 trades out of 5, 1 break even. Yeah, the CHF currency pairs were going crazy, man, and we made some incredible profits. I was well prepared to apply Martingale, but obviously we didn't get the opportunity to. So I said, hey, let me make it up to you guys. Let's make up for yesterday's stream. And today, combining the experimentation of the No-Wick strategy with the unpredictability of the OTC markets, as well as trading on the 1 minute time frame and applying Martingale. Weighing it all up is almost a recipe for disaster. So we're going to see what happens, man. We're going to be risking $100 per trade, trading on the 1 minute time frame. And we'll be opening probably 1 to 3 minute trade durations. That's what we'll be going for. But just to run you guys through how this strategy works, it's very simple. So we're going to be obviously identifying market structure, what market structure is doing. That'll give us an idea of where price is most likely going to go. And so it's very simple. With a green candle, okay, we're looking for no lower wicks, okay? So just to give you an idea here, let's take this candle here, for example. So we're on the 1 minute time frame right now, and as you can see, market structure is bullish, okay? We got a break of structure in this area over here. Above this wick, we're going to break a structure, so we got a continuation of that bullish structure to the upside. Now, in this candle right here, we got no lower wick that formed, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight the bottom of that candle. We got the price level, more or less, of where that candle's bottom is. And all we're looking for is a retest of that price level, okay? And then what we'll do is we'll go down to a lower time frame, like the 15-second time frame, and we'll be looking for some trading opportunities off this price level, off this retest of the no lower wick. Okay, so we won't be taking trades off the top of the green candles, but rather the bottom of the green candles. So here was a great trading opportunity off this retest of the bottom of the green candle, okay? And that's what we're going to be looking for buys, essentially, okay, is retests of the bottom of the green candles with no lower wicks. And the same thing applies for the red candles, just the opposite. So obviously we can see here, we've got a candle that recently formed on the 1 minute time frame. We've got a lower wick, but no upper wick. So we take our horizontal line and we mark out the top of the body of the candle, essentially, because it has no upper wick. And all we're doing is we're looking for a retest of that same price level at the top of the candle with no upper wick. Okay, and that's exactly what happened here. Then we'll be going down to the 15-second time frame. And as you can see, we got a pullback, retest of this price level, and then price ended up dropping off. So we'll be looking for one or two confluences, trading off these price levels. It's almost like a break and retest kind of situation. But yeah, obviously trading the OTC pairs, I don't know what to expect. Obviously, you guys know my opinion on OTC. I don't trade it, but that obviously makes the video slightly more unpredictable, thrilling, and exciting. And that's exactly why we're doing it. Now, of course, it may be another situation like yesterday, where we end up winning all our trades on the stream with no losses, and we don't end up applying martingale. So we'll have to see what happens. But again, I think this combination of experimentation, martingale, trading on the 1 minute time frame, and all this crazy stuff is going to be exciting. But you guys know more or less how the system works, what we're going to be looking for trading this no-wick strategy. Once again, shout out BotFX and Omar No-Wick. Very popular Forex strategy, and we're going to see if it works in the binary option space. Once again, OTC pairs, yeah, don't know what to expect with that one. But obviously, the nice thing about trading OTC is you have all these high payouts, a lot more different assets to choose from, and we'll get rolling. We shall get rolling. Look, if we can beat yesterday's record, 4 wins, 1 break even, happy days. But again, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see what happens. I think it's going to be an exciting stream. Make sure you smash a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And of course, I highly recommend that you guys check out my free Telegram channel where I post free signals. I post, well, it's free weekly signals actually, free educational content, tons of tips and tricks that will help you expand your trading knowledge that you guys can learn a lot from. I also have a VIP trading group, of course, where I send out daily signals Monday to Friday, 5 signals per day, trading both London and New York session. And I have a consistent win rate above 75% with a proven track record, as I do post my results every single day in the free group. The proof's all there, people. And of course, in the VIP group, I do have a 15-module trading course that is accessible to any VIP member. It's free to join, of course. It's free to join the VIP group. All you have to do is sign up under my referral link, which is also in the link in the description below. And you can start with as little as $5, 5 USD, and you can trade your account up. So I highly recommend that you guys check that out. It is absolutely free. So yeah, the links are all in the description below. But we're going to climb in right here. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be good. And obviously, every time we lose a trade, we're going to be doubling up. Right? We lose a trade on $100. The next trade will be $200, and then $400, and then $800. As you know, the losses build up. If it does, hopefully it doesn't. Yeah, but I suppose that will definitely build some sort of climax, some sort of excitement in the stream. So we're going to get into it. We are going to get into it. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Make sure you guys get your live chats in. I'm happy to answer your guys' questions. Happy to discuss absolutely anything, of course. So let me know what you guys are thinking. How's everybody's days going? How's the trading journey going? Obviously, that's also an important one. The trading journey. Everybody's trading journey is different, you know. Okay, we're going to scroll through the assets here and see what sort of setups we can find. Hopefully we can find, okay, here we go. Well, this one actually has an upper wick. It's very small. I would have missed that actually. If we go down to the 15-second, yeah, this one is a tiny upper wick. Can barely see it, but it is there. Okay, we have a no-wick. Got a break of structure here, unfortunately, but we had no lower wick. We actually do have a lower wick. It's tiny once again. Is it? I don't know. Let's check. Take a look. No, this one is... We don't have a lower wick here. Okay, let's continue looking. Let's continue searching. There was no lower wick here, to be fair. Okay. Let's see. Nothing of late, nothing of late. Looks like we're going to form... We have two no-wick. I'm going to keep tabs on this USD MYR pair. I'm just going to mark out... Obviously, we have no upper wick on this candle over here. And then if we duplicate this real quick, we have no upper wick here. So if we get a retest on one of these two levels, then I will look to line up some sells. I'll just keep tabs on these two price levels here. And obviously, of course, we won't be taking a trade if price just shoots right through it. If price doesn't react off these price levels, we will just scrap the setup completely. But we're ultimately looking for retests. Obviously, structure is bearish. As you can see, price is forming lower lows and lower highs. So we're looking for a small retest of one of these two price levels. Ideally, this one here, 0.91004. And when we get that retest, we can look for some sells. So here was a no wick. Actually, this candle over here had no lower wick. Did it? No, it didn't. This would have been a nice candle to look for some buys. Would have been a nice candle to look for some buys, that's for sure. But we'll continue to monitor it. USD COP. Actually, hold on a minute. Okay, there's a setup here on USD COP. We got a red candle here with no upper wick, so we can mark that one out. There we go. So we will favorite this one like that. 3702.42 is the price level, so we're looking for a little retest. We've got a continuation of that bearish structure to the downside. So we got two setups right here. Two nice little setups. Obviously, we won't be trading the live market. Just keep that in mind. It's an OTC pair stream only, unfortunately. So, yeah. Looks like we got a new... There's a small upper wick here, isn't there? Let's go take a look. Yeah, this candle is a tiny upper wick. Tiny one. Yeah, but the markets are a little bit slow today. They tend to be, I'm referencing the live markets now. They tend to be a bit slower on Fridays, simply because a lot of the banks don't trade on Fridays. The liquidity providers, and yeah, so that's why I kind of decided not to trade the live markets today. And obviously, this is going to be a fun challenge. It's going to be a fun challenge. Okay. Euro USD. Yeah, we could. There's a nice little candle here. There's no upper wick on this red candle. Structure is bearish on Euro USD OTC. An 88% payout. Liking the looks of that. So we just need a retest of this candle if we can get one, of course. We'll keep monitoring it. Oh, look at that payout drop. My word. It's not great, is it? I'll still keep tabs on it. Might go up by the time we get a retest on this No-Wick candle we have here. Let's see. USD, RUB. No, there's nothing. GBP, AUD. I'm not going to be too fussy with the payout. I mean, as long as it's above 65%, I think I'll be cool with that. Okay, price is starting to pull back here, which is looking good. Just need to pull back to this price level here, and then we can look for sells. Looks like USD COP is also pulling back. Let's continue to take things from the top here, see if we can find any more opportunities. Alrighty, so it does look like we've got a no-wick candle forming over here. We've got no upper wick on this red candle. And of course, structure is bearish. So I am going to mark out this price level at the top of CAD CHF OTC at 0.56784. So we just need a retest of this price level, the top of the body of this candle, and then we can look for some sells. It's a pity the pound dropped here, because this looks like the most likely one to retest this no-wick candle here. Pity. We'll keep monitoring things though. We'll keep looking for setups. CHF JPY, it's looking good to me. Let's just see. Hold on a minute. Did we miss this now? Okay, we have a no-wick candle here on CHF JPY. As you can see, no upper wick. We're marking that one out. Yeah, I'm going to continue to monitor this one on CHF JPY. This is looking pretty good to me. Structure is, of course, bearish, as you guys can see. But I will look for sells here. We're on the 15-second time frame. I think this is the time frame we're going to use to look for entries. Got a nice little 92% payout here. So if price does respect the reaction off this price level, then that's good. If we do continue pushing to the upside, I'll scrap the setup completely. But it does look like, yeah, okay. Yeah, CHF JPY is just pumped here. So we ain't going to be taking that one, that's for sure. CAD CHF has pushed up here as well. That's looking good. I'm going to look for sells. It's still, if we push above 0.56, above this candle we have over here, 0.56877, then I'm not going to look for sells. As long as we remain within 0.56784 and 0.56877, then I'm happy with that. But it looks like price wants to come down here. We've got some bearish momentum that we'll be following, so I'm going to continue to monitor it. Again, there's no guarantees with OTC, man. No guarantees. But there is a bit of consolidation here. This looks like the most likely one to play out here, so I'm liking the looks of this candle, little break, and I'm going to lock in a sell. Would have preferred to get in up here, but we'll see what happens. Got a bit of a swing to the downside. CAD CHF OTC. Big bullish engulfing candle. Don't like the looks of that at all. Yeah. Okay, we got a strong pullback here. I like the looks of that candle. We've got a bearish engulfing candle here, which is good. It's still remaining within this consolidation area here, still in this price range, which is giving me confidence. We haven't broken above this 0.56878 high yet. So that's looking good. It's looking good. But we do need a drop. We do need a drop below our entry price here. Because we have a lot of fair value gaps here. I do feel we could get a nice little pullback to fill some of these unfilled orders. We'll just have to continue to monitor it, of course. We do win this one, it'll be a 92% payout. If we lose this trade, we're going to have to double our investment on the next trade. So we'll have to see what happens, man. We'll have to see what happens. Consolidation before the drop. That's what we got here. So I'm pretty happy with how things are going so far. And obviously we'll review the trade afterwards. It's quite interesting. I find that there's a conspiracy that traders believe that in the last second, OTC pairs the trade will go against them. You know, a random spike. I've never really found that to be the case. I think it's more conspiracy than anything else. But we've won our first trade on the stream. Happy days, right? A sell on CAD CHF OTC. If we review the trade here real quick, as you can see, structure is bearish on CAD CHF. Okay. Here we go. Bearish structure to the downside. Just like that. Price is forming lower lows and lower highs. And then obviously we had this red candle here with no upper wick. Okay. And all we were looking for was a retest of this price level, which was at 0.56784, the top of the body of the candle. And price pushed past it, and it still remained close by within the area of this price level. And if we drop down to the 15-second time frame, which is the time frame we use to look for entries, price consolidated. We got in on, I think it was this candle right here. Got that nice swing of bearish momentum to the downside. And then following that, we locked in a 2-minute sell position, and I think the trade closed on this candle right here. It was a very nice trade. Patient trade, gradual drop, and we secured a 92% payout. Let's go. Okay, so we do have USD MYR moving to the upside here. Let's go down to the 15-second time frame to see what we got. I think we're going to scrap this one because we got quite a sharp swing to the upside here. And we've pushed up quite a lot, way past this 3.910121 price level, which was obviously this candle we have here with no upper wick. Although it does look like it's starting to consolidate here. You can see the sideways price movement. If we push above the high of this candle here, the top of this candle, the 3.910243 high, then I think that's when you scrap it. But it does look like we're going to get a little pullback here with the way price is moving. Yeah, there we go. swing to the downside. I'm not going to take the trade though, but it'll be interesting to see, just monitoring it, what happens. CAD CHF continues to drop following that bearish momentum. I wouldn't say it is expected, but yeah, it's an interesting one. Euro USD might form a candle here, a red candle with no upper wick, so we'll continue to monitor that as well. CAD CHF has formed a new red candle with no upper wick. So we're going to mark out this price level at 0.56821. So if we do go to pull back and retest, we can look for some more sells. And USD MYR still consolidating. We got to break a structure here, but we didn't get a continuation to the downside. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I won't be taking a trade here. Have we got any no-wick candles? There's a no-wick. Yeah, this bullish engulfing candle here has no. Does it have a lower wick? No, it doesn't. This bullish engulfing candle here has no lower wick. So obviously we can use this, and we've got a break of structure to the upside here. Long term, we are dropping to the downside. But we could potentially look for buys if we do get a retest of this price level. USD COP eventually retested this no-wick candle we have here at 3704.42, but the payout is crap. I thought it would rise a little bit, but as you can see right here, it was a great opportunity to get in on this candle. I would have sold right here. A quick 1-minute sell position. Yeah, is what it is. That's the only thing is the payouts on the OTC pairs are so volatile. Sometimes you have an amazing setup, an incredible setup, and a second later the payout drops by like 50%. From like a 92% payout down to like a 40% payout, and it's like, what's the point of even taking the trade? It happens. Even not just OTC pairs, but the live market pairs as well. Okay, so we have another candle here with no upper wick on CAD CHF. So we're going to mark that one out as well. We do have a red candle here with no upper wick. There we go. So this is at 0.56604. So if we get a pullback and a retest at the 0.56604 price level, the top of the body of this candle, then we will look for sells. The pound is looking pretty good. Obviously, Euro USD. We have this candle here with no upper wick, so we're looking for a pullback to this price level, which is 1.14050. So we're going to keep monitoring and watching. Okay. USD MYR is pulling back a bit here. If we do get a break of structure here, we get a break of structure here, because we formed a candle here with no upper wick. So if we break structure below this price level we have here, and we get a retest up at the top of the body of this candle, we can look for sells. But Euro USD OTC is pulling back here, which I'm liking the looks of. We get a retest of the top of the body of this candle. We can look for sells. But so far on the stream, we've taken one trade on CAD CHF, a sell using the no-wick strategy, trading the 1-minute time frame, and yeah, looking back at the results. we've managed to win. We're unbeaten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades in a row. 6 wins, 1 break even. So that's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. We didn't get a break of structure here, but although it does look like USD MYR is forming a bullish candle here with no lower wick. So we can actually mark this out, and obviously structure is bullish. So if we do get a retest of this price level, the bottom of the body of the candle, we can look for buys. Euro USD pulled back a little bit, and it does look like we're forming a new candle with no upper wick. So we can mark that candle out like so. And yeah, we're still monitoring CAD CHF. Okay, so we've got tabs on these 3 pairs here. I'm going to keep looking for more currency pairs that we could potentially find a setup on. JODCNY ain't great. Although we do have this candle here on NZD USD, right? Bearish candle, no upper wick, bearish structure to the downside. So, in saying that, yeah, but you see it's pumping here now. Yeah, we'll have to scrap the setup. It ain't looking great. But here we go. USD MYR retests the bottom of this candle we have here, and it's a big pump. It's a big pump, and I'm going to lock in a 2-minute buy right here. Reason being, obviously we go to the 1-minute time frame. This bullish engulfing candle here formed with no lower wick, so we got a retest of this, the bottom of the body of the candle at the 3.910190, such a long string of numbers. And price immediately rejected off this level, was following this bullish structure. And we got a nice push off the retest. So that's the reason why I took a 2-minute buy position here. Kind of saw it last minute, but yeah, obviously if we win the trade, that's a 92% payout. If we lose the trade, we're going to have to double our investment on the next trade from $100 to $200. So, yeah. But so far it's rising nicely. It'll probably end up rising up to, if I had to take a guess, you just never know with OTC pairs anyway, but I would take a guess that it will rise up to this resistance zone we have here. It would make sense too, in my humble opinion. It's dropped off a lot. This looks like it's going to be the first loss of the stream, and it is officially a $100 loss on USD MYR. This is where the fun begins. So obviously I was actually tempted to take a 1-minute buy position on USD MYR, which would have actually played out, but we took a 2-minute buy, and in the last 30 seconds, the price went against us, and we ended up losing the trade by 22 points, which was unfortunate. So that means you guys are seeing it here, double up, $200, 200 USD. We're going to move on from that. Let's see. Yeah. The joys of trading OTC, man. But it does look like Euro USD is pulling back to this 1.14011 price level, which I marked out. Obviously, we have a no upper wick red candle right here. So we're getting a retest as we speak, which is looking good to me. And we're going to continue to monitor this. Obviously, we have another candle here with no upper wick. So we've got two price levels, which we could potentially take sells from. But I'm going to continue to look and watch. I think a 1 minute sell would be pretty good here. I am a bit skeptical because there is support here at this price level. Just going to have to continue to watch and monitor. But a reaction of either one of these two price levels would be ideal. And I'd be happy to look for 1 minute sells on Euro USD OTC. Go big or go home. That's what we're doing here, is go big or go home. So it does look like we're probably going to push up to this 1.14051 price level. And then obviously we'll see if price does respect the top of this of the body of this candle, this price level. If it doesn't, then we'll obviously scrap the setup completely. CAD CHF, we got a break of structure here, so I ain't gonna mess around there anymore. Okay, so we have retested this 1.14051 price level, and I might actually look for 2 minute sells, maybe. Yeah, we'll do 2 minute sells again. Let's see what happens. It's immediately rejected, but I do think it will go back up again, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Yeah, so far, 1 win, 1 loss on the stream. Trading OTC pairs only. Obviously, the most recent trade we took on USD MYR, we lost by 22 points. It was a $100 loss. So the next trade we take, obviously we're doubling up. It's Martingale. And we're going to be risking $200 on this one. So, yeah, we're experimenting with the strategy, man. So far, it's looking decent. It's looking all right. I'm not going to lie. It is a Forex trading strategy after all. If you guys do want to trade the strategy yourselves, try it out. I would probably recommend trying it out on the live markets just because it's real price data. Obviously, OTC is synthetic, but yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Euro USD, yeah, it's looking... I'll probably lock some sells here at any moment. Let's see what happens. Yeah, let's go 2 minute sells. Does look like she's going to pull back a bit more. She could come back down to... If I had to put a target in mind... Support down here, maybe, but again, OTC doesn't follow the rules, man. It doesn't follow the rules, so we're gonna have to deal with it. Deal with it, they say. Deal with it. If we win this one, it'll be a $184 profit. 184. But we have clear support here, former resistance, obviously. A nice area of interest. So it does look like EU is going to drop down here. Beautiful drop. Gorgeous. Gorgeous drop. Following that bullish structure, obviously. Sorry, bullish. Bearish structure. Bearish structure. It's looking good so far. Okay. Make sure you guys smash a like. Make sure you guys smash a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Get your super chats, live chats in. Get your live chats in. I'm happy to talk, and yeah, I'm happy to talk about anything, discussing life and all sorts. What? I suppose this is what people talk about when the joys of OTC. Hey, the joys of OTC. Oh, man. There you have it, right? 2 losses in a row. 2 losses in a row. Okay, so now we're cranking it up to $400. $400. Hey, now it's getting now the pressure's on. I suppose, look, we lost the trade on this candle right here, okay? And obviously, I think it was the first trade we took. You know, you have all these traders talking about, yeah, in the last second it spikes and then you lose the trade. And that it looks like that happened here, obviously. I'm not going to blame the markets. Again, the risk of trading OTC on its own is very risky. So yeah, we lost this one, unfortunately. 2 losses in a row. We've cranked up the investment amount from $200 to $400. So let's go. We're going to keep going. We're going to see what sort of setups we can identify. Obviously, we have something here on Ord NZD, bearish structure to the downside. This candle over here has no upper wick. So once we get a retest at this price level, the top of the body of this candle, we will look for potential sells. So I'm going to favorite this. We've got that retest. Let's get down to the 15-second time frame. And we're going to look for some selling opportunities. Again, on EU, the previous trade we took, I wanted to take a 1-minute sell. Both these trades here, had we taken a 1-minute trade duration, we would have won the trade. Both trades, actually. But obviously, we didn't do that. Obviously, we didn't do that. So if price does not react off this price level we've marked out here, the top of the body of this red candle, then we will scrap the setup completely. So we're looking for a nice little short-term move, but I'm liking the movement of this candle we have here. Liking the movement. Okay, it looks like price is starting to turn here. I'm just applying my regular trading logic, and I'm trying to apply it to the binary options charts, binary options OTC charts. And I'm doing my utmost best, but it's difficult when price doesn't respect and react off certain price levels that it usually would. So yeah. Oh man. Okay, we're getting a little pullback here. Is this going to be a drop off? We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. This might just be a small pullback. If price does push above the 1.19833 price level we have here, then I'm just going to scrap the setup completely. 100%. 110%. Patience, 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 patience. Okay, she's rising back up again. She's pumping. Let's see. We kind of have, if I look at things here, we kind of do have resistance here. If you think about it. I don't know. Now my question is, does OTC even respect support and resistance zones? That's the real question. That's the real question. Who knows? Who knows? I think I saw an article about OTC once where they were talking about OTC's price movement is based on past price movement on the actual asset itself, the real live market asset. So, for example, ORD-NZD, the OTC price movement will be based on ORD-NZD's past price movement. I don't know how true that is, but that's apparently what was said in the article, and it just rinses and repeats this. And I suppose that's what forms the unpredictability. Now, that doesn't mean necessarily that you can go back and look at what ORD-NZD did in the past and say, okay, well, it's going to do this, because you don't know. Like I said, it uses algorithms and patterns and all sorts of crazy stuff to for price movement, essentially. So I don't know, but price is consolidating here. And I'll probably look for sells, maybe, don't know. We could have taken a sell position off this retest here. We could have. But again, if price pushes above the 1.19833 high, we'll scrap the setup. And obviously, because we've lost 2 trades in a row already, we've cranked up the investment amount right over here to $400. $400. Price has kind of formed like a bit of support here, to be fair. Yeah. Now she's just bouncing in between this range we have here, consolidation. You see, the problem with consolidation is that it can break out in either direction at any point. You just don't know. You know, and sometimes you'll get that little fake out where it zips, you know, in one direction. You're thinking, oh, price is, you know, moving this way. Meanwhile, it's just a quick sweep and then a pump in the opposite direction. It happens. It does happen. But it does look like she's going to drop here. So I'm going to, if this candle, yeah, I'm liking the looks of this candle. I'm going to take a 2-minute sell. Maybe. No. Rejected in the last minute. Now it may happen here, right? Looks like price is breaking out of this consolidation. Okay. Now the question is, okay, it rejected in the last second. This may have just been a sweep, you know, getting everybody excited, everybody selling, and look, pump in the opposite direction. But she's still within the range. Structure is bearish, as you can see. So obviously sells are on the agenda. Just to take you guys back, obviously price has retested the top of this No-Wick candle we have here. Okay. So it's tested the top of the body of the candle, so we're looking for sells. And I'm liking the looks of this candle, so I'm going to lock in a 2-minute sell position on $400. $400. Go big or go home, they say. Risky one because we're still within the consolidation range. If we lose this trade, we're cranking up the investment amount to $800. 800. I don't know how to say 800 in Spanish, but if I knew how to, I would. Now look, okay, the previous trade we took on Euro USD did the exact same thing. Beautiful drop off, drop down to support, gorgeous, and then the last 30 seconds, bang, a pump in the opposite direction, and we lost. What did we lose? $200. Yeah. Take a look at the chart here. Look at this. Okay, a drop, boom, 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 and look at that. The proof's here. I mean, for those of you that were monitoring the trade or watching the stream while I opened that trade will know. Will know. Now again, Could the same thing happen here? There could be a candle this size right here pushing the price up. Who knows? Who knows? The joys of OTC, the unpredictability of OTC, it builds that excitement, that thrill. So there's still 30 seconds left. Absolutely anything could happen, because right now, if I'm trading the live markets, okay, when I'm sending out my signals in my VIP group, and I see the prices down here, I know I've won the trade. I can sit back, kick back, and relax. I know. Sometimes even within the first minute, when you see movement like this, it's happy days. But there we go. We've secured a W. After 2 losses, losing $100 on USD MYR, losing $200 on Euro USD, doubling up to $400, minus 239 points. And that's $368 profit. Thank you very much. That's how we do it. Comebacks on the card. So obviously we can drop the investment amount back to $100. We're not going to keep doubling because that would just be idiotic, clearly. Yeah. So how do they regulate it? I don't know. Leston, I really don't know. Look, obviously you'll find if you trade OTC and you scroll out or you go down, let's say we go to like the daily time frame, for example, you'll see these random massive candles forming, large red candles, large green candles. The reason why these candles form is because the algorithm needs to average out what the price is currently worth, okay, between the two currencies in real life. So real price data. So for example, if let's say ORD NZD, real price, real live market price is worth 1.30254. I'm just naming a random price here, price level. And if ORD NZD's price level is up at, ORD NZD's OTC's price level is up at 1.43, they need to bring it back down because it's way above what its current real market value is. So what do? They make the asset, the current pair, unavailable to trade. So if I scroll down here, you can see there are 3 pairs currently unavailable to trade. Okay, we're specifically focusing on the Euro CHF OTC and USD RUB OTC pairs. And you'll find that once these pairs become available to trade again, you'll see some massive drop in price or pump in price to average out the current value, real market value of that asset, if that makes any sense. So it sometimes happens, you're in a trade and then the asset all of a sudden becomes unavailable to trade and you don't win or lose anything. It's just your trade will break even. So yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. But so far on the stream, 2 wins, 2 losses. We started the stream with a win on CAD CHF, lost the trade on USD MYR, lost the trade on Euro USD, doubled up to $400 on the 3rd trade after 2 losses, securing a $368 profit. So yeah, we're just going to keep going. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. Okay, so it does look like CHF-JPY. We've broken structure here below this low we have here. So we've got bearish structure. This candle over here, we've got a no-wick candle here. We've got no upper wick. So we're going to mark out the top of this candle. We've got the 176.951 price level. We're looking for a retest. And we've got that retest, so we can drop down to the 1 minute time frame. And it looks, sorry, the 1 minute, the 15-second time frame. And it's looking good because we've got a sharp drop off to the downside and a pullback. and I'll happily look for sells if price does end up respecting this price level here. If it doesn't and it continues to push higher, then we will scrap the setup completely. But so far, so good. So far, so good. Yeah, look, obviously, if it still remains within the estimated area, I'll still happily look for sells. If it does end up rocketing right through, then sorry, I ain't taking the trade. But I'm liking the looks of what I'm seeing here. Does look like CHF does want to drop off. Maybe. No. There's a bit of consolidation here. Bit of consolidation. Actually, get rid of that. There we go. Okay, she's pumping back up. Rejected back down. Okay, I like that. If we can get a nice red candle forming here, then I'll happily look for sells. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I'm going to get in right about now. There we go. Beautiful. Perfect entry. Consolidation after the retest of this No-Wick candle we have here. Does look like price is starting to turn. I'm just applying my logic here while trying to in these OTC markets. Consolidation, I think we'll eventually get the drop to the downside. If we break structure here at 176.970, then I don't know. I don't know. But I do think we will drop lower. I think we'll sweep this 176.720 low. I think we'll continue that bearish structure to the downside. This is the 5th trade of the stream, I think. Yeah, 5th trade of the stream. And so far, all the trades we've taken have been 92% payouts. But I'm liking what I'm seeing here. I'm liking what I'm seeing. As every second goes by, it gives me confidence. So far, so good. Yeah, for me, look, when you get a massive drop like this, okay, a big swing to the downside and you get a pullback like this, consolidation, I mean, it just makes sense for price to continue following that bearish structure, you know, in my mind. I don't know about OTC's mind, but I know what I think, you know. But that looks like a big W in the bag once again. Happy days. Another W. Right, a minus 108 point drop on CHF OTC. Just reviewing the trade we took here. Okay, as you can see, we got a swing to the downside. We got a break of structure right here, which I'll just mark out for you guys real quick. We got a break of structure on the break of this low right here. Okay, boom, break of structure, pullback, retest of this No-Wick candle we have here. All right, because we have bearish structure, we're looking for sells. Got a retest, and then we obviously dropped down to the 15-second time frame. Price started to consolidate after the retest of this price level, and then got in nice and early. Where did we get in, actually? Let me just check here. We got in on this candle right here. We got in nice and early. It was this candle here. Was it? Or was it this one? No, we got in on this candle. Yeah, we got in on this candle. Nice and early before that drop. And here, obviously, price continues to push up. I thought it was going to take out this 176.720 low, which it didn't, but yeah. Okay, let's see what other setups we can identify. Okay, so obviously Euro USD structure. We got bullish structure here on Euro USD. Nice bullish structure, and it does look like if Euro USD continues to push to the upside here, we obviously have a no-wick candle here. We've got no lower wick. So in this case, I can just go ahead and mark that out because it does look very likely that the price is not going to pull back here. So what we're looking for is we are looking for a retest, a pullback to the 1.1411 price level that we've marked out here. And then we can look for buys. But so far, I think on the stream, we've generated 84, 552. Is that 552? Or is it 562? $362 profit. Or $358 profit, whatever the heck it is. Okay, so we have a setup here on Euro USD. Continue to monitor things here. GBP JPY, we have two candles with no upper wicks. We have this candle here. And we have this candle over here. So we're looking for a pullback to these two price levels, and then we can look for some sells, potential sells. Okay, USD BRLs also we've got bullish structure here on the 1 minute time frame, and we have two candles. Two no-wick candles. We have a no-wick candle over here. And of course, we have a no-wick candle over here. Two no-wick candles, two nice bullish candles with no lower wicks. So we've marked out these two price levels. All we're looking for is a pullback to one of these two price levels, and we can look for potential buys. So we've got some nice setups lining up here. GBP JPY not so much, but it does look like Euro USD was teasing a little bit here. Yeah, we already took a trade on Euro USD, and it shot us in the foot in the dying seconds. Okay, maybe not the dying seconds, but in the final 30 seconds, messed us up. Yeah, I might squeeze in another trade or two, and then we'll call it for the stream. We'll call it. Yeah. So is this pocket option doing it, or is there some, or is there like some board that does this across platforms? Leston, I'll be honest with you, I don't know, man. Because if you go to different brokers, like let's just say you go to Quotex, or if you go to a limp trade, IQ option, the price level of those OTC assets are not the same as the ones on pocket option. Different price levels. Is it the same algorithm generating different prices? Potentially. Because at the end of the day, what are OTC markets? It's synthetic prices based on previous real market data. That's how I see it. That's how I understand it. You know? That's what makes sense to me. And that's why, I mean, long term, if you go to, let's just go, hold on a minute. I'm getting sidetracked here, but where's social trading? You're right here. If you go to social trading, and let's just click on this guy here, for example, okay? you'll see that long term, these guys don't really make money. They don't really make money. I mean, they'll have days where they're doing well, but long term, they lose money. And these guys that open like 10,000 trades a day, I mean, what the, hold on a minute. How is it even possible to open 2,680 trades a day in a day? But what are you doing to open this amount of trades? What the hell? Even $1,738. What are you doing? I mean, look at this trading profit, minus $17,000. Man, I'm getting sidetracked here. But these guys are all trading OTC. I can guarantee you that. Okay, USD JPY. I just randomly clicked on this, but we do have 2 price levels, 2 no-wick candles, 2 green candles with no lower wicks. So I'm going to mark that out. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, Euro USD is not respected. The 1.14114 price level broke right through, so we can scrap the setup right here. What is USD BRL saying? Not much. Okay, it does look like USD JPY is also breaking through the price level. Yeah. Do I offer copy trading? No, I don't offer copy trading. I don't, because I have a trading group. I like it old school. I like to send the signals manually. And that's, in my opinion, the best way to do it. Because if you're, look, it has its pros and cons. If you're just copying somebody's user ID and copying the trades, what's the point of even being part of a signal group? You know what I mean? I like running that signal group. Obviously, signal groups are very old school, and it's just my preference. And I like to help people. And when following my signals, you obviously learn a thing or two as to why I take the trades I do, what I look for. I highly recommend checking out the stream I did yesterday on equilibrium. In that stream, I go into detail about the confluences I look for, how I trade day to day. You know what I mean? And in that stream, you'll learn a lot. Go watch my video where I go into depth about equilibrium. You can find it on my channel, breaks of structure, support and resistance, fair value gaps, all this stuff. Go and watch it, man. It'll seriously help you guys out big time. Because unfortunately in this space, there's not a lot of transparency, right? Obviously, I created this account like 2 weeks ago, and we're having fun with it. We're having fun with it. 7 challenges. This is day 7. Enjoying life. Enjoying life. Okay, obviously, just looking at USD JPY here, does look like USD JPY is forming a no-wick candle right in front of our eyes, live in real time. So obviously, structure is bearish on USD JPY. We broke below this structure level over here at 158.875, which of course was a higher low. So now price broke through the higher low. Structure is bearish. So we're looking for a pullback to the 158.831 price level. And then, of course, if we get that retest, we can look for some sells. At this rate, I don't think I'll be taking 2 more trades. It'll probably be one more trade. Waiting on USD BRL here to pull back to 3.441, which is the nearest lower candle we have here. The bottom of the body of this candle, no lower wick. US GBP JPY, we can actually move the price level to, we have a no wick candle here, no upper wick at 217.330, and it's looking more likely that price will retest this price level than the ones up here. So we'll continue to monitor that. Yeah, that is true, Leston, 100%. When you join the Signal Room, you have lifetime access. There's no pressure to trade. You can trade on a demo account until you're comfortable. And you get to choose the days that you want to trade. Although I do recommend that you trade the signals consistently, because obviously my boy Lesden in the chat here has flipped $100 to over, what is it now, Lesden, $4,200? And that's from trading my signals consistently, Monday to Friday, both London and New York session. And he's obviously following his blueprint that's allowing him to literally print money out of thin air. Maybe not thin air, but simply following my signals. Yeah, obviously I do recommend that you guys join the Signal Room. Obviously, it is free to join. The link in the description below to my Telegram channel. I send out free weekly signals, free educational content. And of course, it is free to join my binary options group, my VIP binary options group. Obviously, all you have to do is sign up under my referral link. The link is in the description below to that as well. If you guys want to talk to me in private, personally, just DM me on Telegram. The link is in the description to my Telegram profile. And you guys can talk to me about absolutely anything. And yeah, once you become a VIP member, you'll have lifetime access. You can sign up with as little as $5. You'll have access to my 15-module trading course, which is accessible once you join the VIP group. And you'll have lifetime access to my signals, which have a 75% plus win rate. And I have a proven track record to prove that, as I do post my results in the free group every single day. And yeah, the proof is there. The interview with Leston flipping $100 to over $4,200, that's also proof on its own. I know what I'm doing. I'm good at what I do. And I'm very happy that I'm out here blessing people and helping people as much as I can. Okay, we're seriously waiting on these three pairs here, which are just not doing anything. So we're gonna just continue to monitor and see what other setups we can find. Ord NZD, we have broken structure here, and by the looks of it, we've got two no-wick candles right here. We've got a no-wick candle here, the bottom of the body of this candle, and of course we have a no-wick candle over here as well. So we just need a retest, a pullback, and a retest of these two price levels, and then we can look for some potential buys. So we'll continue to monitor that as well. USD BRL, we have a new no-wick candle actually, right over here at 3.4500. So if price does come back and retest this price level, we can look for buys. That's the new adjusted price level. Obviously, we do have a no-wick candle right over here as well. So price can retest either one of these price levels. I'll still look for buys. Okay, Ord NZD has dropped down to the first no-wick candle. Maybe do a 1 minute snipe. If we get a nice candle formation here, I'll look for a 1 minute buy position. And we've rejected the dying seconds. Nah. I'm good. I'd rather wait. I'd rather wait. Well, that's interesting. We had a no-wick candle form here on USD JPY. Did I seriously miss this now? Please don't tell me I missed this. To be fair, I did. To be fair, I did. Can't do much about that. Ord NZD is pumping here. I suppose we could have taken a buy here, but I kind of expected a lower drop, especially with the second No-Wick candle we had down here at 1.19362. But so far, just to update you guys, of course, for those of you that have tuned in late, make sure you smash a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. We've taken 5 trades on the stream, risking $100 per trade. And the first trade on CAD CHF, we did end up winning, followed by a loss on USD MYR. And then we doubled up on Euro USD. We ended up losing that trade as well, doubled up again to $400, and we risked it on Ord NZD, and we ended up winning that trade, securing a $368 payout, and then obviously reverting back to risking $100 again, and we ended up winning a trade on CHF JPY. So far it's been a very, very successful stream. I'm very satisfied with how things have gone so far. I kind of expected it to be a little bit worse, I'm not going to lie. It's OTC. You just don't know what to expect. So with OTC, you always have to stay humble. There's another opportunity here, man. I'm talking too much. I'm talking too much. USD DZD. Let's see. What was this? Yeah. This was the candle to get in on. Yeah, that would have been a winning trade. Had we taken that setup, that would have been a W. Okay, I think this one is pretty much, yeah. Okay, USD BRL's completely, well, yeah, structure is broken. Although if this candle, if we do form a No-Wick candle here, we get no upper wick here, which does look very likely. We can mark out the top of the candle and we can look for sells on USD BRL. USD JPY, we've got a break of structure here. Just to show you guys, we've got a break of structure right over here on USD JPY. And we have two. No, this is a no. This candle does have a lower wick. Very small, tiny. Just to show you guys here. Tiny lower wick. So we would need a pullback to 158.758, which is the next No-Wick candle that we need to pull back to. Bullish structure, so we'll be looking for buys. Okay, GJ, nothing's really happening here. Let's continue looking. Let's continue searching. Nothing much. Although we do have a No-Wick candle here on AEDC and CNY. And structure is bearish, of course, as you can see. So I'm going to look for sells on AEDCNY. Probably 1 minute sells. Now, this may just be a pullback. Okay, we've got to push to the upside. This may just be a pullback. Price may continue structure to the upside on the 15-second time frame. But again, on the 1 minute time frame, structure is very much bearish. So I'm just going to keep that in mind and maybe take a little 1 minute snipe on AEDCNY. We'll continue to monitor her. little bit of consolidation here. You see, the thing is, price is also down at support, which is also something just to take note of as well. There's a big support zone right here. Okay. Got some consolidation here. If we break above 1.83194, then I'm just going to scrap the setup. Okay. All right, so we're gonna, although depends on the candle formation here. This might just be a sweep and a reversal, so this might be a little fake out here. I'm liking the looks of this candle. Might just take a quick 1 minute sell on AEDCNY, and I will, and I shall. Yeah, if we got a strong green candle push to the upside above this 1.83194 high, I would have said, maybe not. But of course, price may continue pushing to the upside. Who knows? Speak of the devil. Yeah, obviously we did get that continuation. I don't have much confidence on this one, but again, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Nah, nothing can happen. We obviously got that bullish continuation to the upside, so that obviously didn't work out, which is fine. Yeah. Again, you win some, you lose some. We had a no-wick candle here. We obviously took a loss on AEDCNY. And price obviously formed this no-wick candle we have here. No upper wick. Price retested this price level, which is the top of the no-wick candle, and dropped down to the 15-second time frame to look for entries. Looked like this was a small sweep of the 1.83192 high, only for it to be a higher high, pullback, higher low, and continuation of that structure. So that is why we lost that trade. Not the end of the world, not too bothered by that. Although we do have a new no-wick candle here on USDJPY. And I might just look for 1 minute buys. It all depends on what happens here. I would have liked to get in on this candle here, to be fair. We're a bit late to the party. But we'll see what happens. We have to, we have to increase the investment amount. We lost the trade on $100, so we're cranking it up to $200. We'll see what happens. But I would have liked to get in on this one on USDJPY. It's pumping up very nicely here. Unfortunate. Missed that one. Yeah. Unlucky. Unlucky. Yeah, I ain't ending the stream until we end with a profit. So we're going to keep going. Go big or go home. That's what we're doing here, right? combining Martingale with the unpredictability of the OTC markets, experimenting with a new No-Wick strategy. Boy, that's the excitement and thrill of this stream. So we're going to keep it going, man. We're going to keep it going until we secure a win. Because we are not losers. We are not losers. Yeah, I think this next trade is going to be interesting. This next one's going to be interesting. Okay, we've got a bit of bullish structure here on USD THB, but not much is happening. Long term, as you can see, I mean, price is in a pretty heavy downtrend. Let's go back up. See what we can find. Okay, so we have some bearish structure here on CAD CHF. We have a no-wick candle here. We have a red candle with no upper wick, so we're going to mark that out. Just like that. 0.56345. So we just need a retest of that price level, and then we can look for some sells. So can add that to the favorites. This is looking good for me as well. CHF JPY. Okay, we have a bullish candle right here. Bullish structure to the upside, as you can see. And we're just going to mark out the bottom of this no-wick candle. We have no lower wick. So if we get a pullback and a retest of the 177.536 low of this price level, then we can look for some buys. Okay, CAD CHF doesn't look like it's going to respect this. It might. It's pushed up quite sharply here. We do somewhat have resistance here. Yeah, no. A big pump on CAD CHF. We're going to scrap that one. Although we do have a pullback here on CHF JPY. I'm liking the looks of this. As long as we remain within the estimated area, I'll look for buys. Look for 2-minute buys. Yep, I like the looks of that. We're in. Nice little reversal in the dying seconds there. Rejecting off this price level. I like what I see. Obviously, we doubled the investment this time from $100 to $200 because we did lose the previous trade. So we'll see what happens. If we do lose this one, we're going to have to crank up the investment amount to $400. Back to where we were here when we lost the trades on USD MYR and Euro USD. But so far it's looking good. So far it's looking good. Yeah, that's the thing about trading on the 1-minute time frame, I suppose, or the 15-second time frame, is that it's so quick. So quick. You have to be so alert and aware of what's going on. You can't just sit here in an unfazed state. You really have to be on it, you know. Now, are we going to be shot in the foot here like we were shot in the foot on Euro USD? That's the question. Okay. No. Yes. No. I don't know. I don't know. The joys of OTC. All I have to do is laugh. All I have to do is laugh. You're experiencing this in real time. In real time. This is brilliant. I'm really enjoying this. This is brilliant. Okay, so we lost that one in the final second. CHFJPY. So we're cranking it up again, baby. $200 to $400. Let's go. Okay, Euro TRY. We've got a No-Wick candle right here. Got a red candle with no upper wick, so we're gonna monitor this one. We've got GBP-JPY, which bullish structure. Let's see what's going on here. I would have liked to get in a bit earlier there, to be fair. Okay, we do have a No-Wick candle here on USD DZD. A red candle with no upper wick. So if we get a retest of this price level at 131.683, we will look for sells. The pressure is on. The pressure is on. Obviously, if price doesn't respect this retest, then we scrap the setup, of course. But obviously, the next trade we're going to be trading, or the next trade we open, we'll be risking $400. We've lost our recent 2 trades here. On AED-CNY, which was unlucky. And then CHF-JPY was just taking the piss, really. Can't say much. So I'm going to continue to look and see what other setups we can find in the meantime. Okay, we've got a new No-Wick candle here on Euro TRY. A red candle with no upper wick. So if we get a retest, we will look for sells. It's a good opportunity to get in on DZD, USD DZD, but obviously we didn't. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. We've missed some decent opportunities on the stream. But we've also caught 1 or 2 nice trades. Okay, CHF we have a no-wick candle right here. We have a green candle with no lower wick, no upper wick at 8.447. So if we get a pullback and a retest of this price level, we will look for buys. Okay, DZD is off the cards. USD THB, we had a no wick candle on this candle over here, no lower wick, and it does look like price pulled back and reacted. Might look for 1 minute buys here, see what price does. We'll see what price does. If we get a nice pullback here, I'll definitely lock in a 1 minute buy position on USD THB. I would have liked to get in on this candle over here. This would have been a nice candle to get in on. Yeah, we're a bit late to the party. Unfortunate. We're going to continue to monitor CHF NOK and Euro TRY. Okay, we do have a no-wick candle here on Euro to the ruble. Okay, obviously structure is bearish to the downside, and we have a red candle with no upper wick, and we have another red candle with no upper wick. Almost retested the 74.971 price level. We'll keep tabs on it. We'll keep tabs on it. The doubling is giving me anxiety, PTSD from January. Yeah, look, I don't trade with Martingale, so listen, it's obviously a fun challenge. It's a very popular, Martingale's a very popular concept or strategy approach, whatever you want to call it, in the binary option space amongst traders, and just thought I'd give it a go, experimenting with a random strategy that I came across, and it's been good so far. I mean, the fact of the matter is, if we win the next trade, we walk away in profit. If we don't, we may be in a little bit of trouble. We may be in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, CHF NOK is probably the more likely one to move here. Yeah, it is a little bit frustrating when you do miss out on a setup, especially a nice one that, you know, you saw an opportunity to get in on, and it was right under your nose, and you just missed it. It happens. But yeah, I've marked out some setups here. Obviously, structure is bearish here on ORD NZD. We've got a no wick candle here, no upper wick on this red candle. Just looking for that pullback to this price level. CHF NOK looks like it's pulled back to the 8.447 price level. If price does end up reacting here, I will look for 2 minute buys. Just mustn't continue dropping, that's all. Need some sort of price reaction. Liking the looks of that. I will lock in. I'm in. So, $400 on the line. CHFNOK. Buying off the 8.447 price level retest. If we lose this one, we're cranking up the investment amount to $800. $800. If we win this one, the stream's done. It's as simple as that. Almost streamed for 2 hours. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired, eh? It's been a long stream, but we're trying to end the stream on a win. And it doesn't look like OTC wants to give it to us. Yeah, at this rate, we need some sort of miracle to happen here to win this trade. Yeah, the likelihood, we're doubling up again. Go big or go home. That's another loss. 3 losses in a row. Trading, OTC. Smash a like on the stream. Smash a like on the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Another loss. We're cranking it up. $800. So that's going to be the biggest trade on the stream so far. 3 losses in a row. There you have it. This was the one that probably was supposed to be the one, but it wasn't the one. So that's another loss. Okay, Ord NZD has retested the 0.94614 price level. Starting to consolidate a little bit here. I'll look for sells here. $800. $800. It's a big one. Are we going to go in? Yeah, I'm in. $800. If we lose this trade, we're going to have to crank it up to whatever we have left. $1,281.75. Look how crazy price is going. The joys of OTC. The joys of OTC. So if we lose this one, we're going to have to risk whatever we have left in the account. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah. That's trading OTC for you people. That's trading OTC for you. It's looking very unlikely that this one's going to play out. Very unlikely. Big losses, big L's. Go big or go home. So we can write this one off, pretty much. $800 loss. So we're going to crank it up to whatever we have left, $1,281.75. 4 losses in a row. There you have it. So we're going all in here. We're going all in. And we're going to try identify another setup, and we're going to go in. New York session starts in about 15 minutes, so I obviously need to try and get things done before then. Okay, so Ord NZD's formed a new No-Wick candle over here at 1.19056. So if we get a retest of this price level, we can look for some sells. This is what you came for. Go big or go home. Risking it all on OTC. Experimenting with a new trading strategy. Well, it's not new, but a strategy that's not really used in the binary option space. And yeah, combining it on the 1 minute time frame, trading the OTC markets. Okay, we got a retest here on Ord NZD. This is it. If we get a setup that aligns here, this is it. Let's see what comes of it. To be fair, price is pulled up into resistance here as well, which I'm liking the looks of. Liking the looks of this candle, so I think I'm going to take a sell here on Ord NZD. That's it. Warning, your account balance is running low. Please top up the balance to continue. Go big or go home. This is the final trade of the stream. We're either making $2,460.96 or we're losing $1,281.75. Let's see what happens. Don't try this at home. Don't try this at home. I kind of wish it was, what is this, $1,600? If it was $1,600, it would have been double $800, but beggars can't be choosers, you know? It's going to be a close call, I think. So hopefully it doesn't pull a CHF JPY, man. Hopefully it doesn't. So you've got to love how volatile OTC pairs are. And that's that. That's that. Go big or go home. 5 losses in a row, trading all sorts of OTC pairs. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was good. Obviously, looking back at it, we opened 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trades. Winning 3, losing 7. The first little taste of doubling up came in towards the beginning of the stream when we lost a trade on USD MYR, and then we obviously lost a trade on Euro USD, doubled up to $400. We ended up winning the trade on AUD NZD. Excuse me. And then we ended up winning the following trade on CHF JPY. And then this is where the losing streak kicked in, building up from $100 all the way up to risking whatever was left in the account. And yeah, there you have it. It was interesting combining a different trading strategy with the OTC markets. I don't think I'll be doing another OTC market stream. That's for sure. Just to inform you guys, I don't trade OTC. I don't advise you guys to trade OTC. Maybe this here was a little wake-up call for some of you that trade on pocket option. And yeah, maybe in the future I will consider doing some more streams. Maybe I might be back next week. Who knows? Start a new account, and obviously we won't be trading OTC on that account, or maybe not start a new account, but just top up the account and do some more challenges, you know. But it was good. Make sure you smash a like on the stream, please. I mean, we lost $2,700 in the space of 30 minutes. So smash a like on the stream. And make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are new. Yeah, that's that for the series. Yesterday was obviously supposed to be the go big or go home, applying martingale. Obviously, we traded the live markets, and we did pretty well. So for that reason, we upped the risk 100-fold, trading the OTC markets, and we went bust, obviously. So it is what it is, but it was good. It was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the series. I appreciate every single one of you that have watched the live streams, that have tuned in. And I hope along the way, from the very first stream up until now, 7th stream, I hope you guys have learned some stuff. I hope you've taken away some valuable information that I've given to you guys, some tips, tricks. Yeah, I hope that there were some takeaways there for you guys. But yeah, this is this, guys. 2,000. We had about $2,600 in the balance, blown through. And I probably won't be touching OTC again for a very, very long time. That's for sure. But yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe in the future I will do some more challenge series, different strategies, and applying better risk. Obviously, this goes against everything I preach, which is, you know, strict risk management, opening limited trades per day. I mean, I myself only open 5 trades per day. What else? Applying, you know, being consistent, applying a proper strategy, all this stuff. So, yeah. But otherwise, guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Appreciate you guys tuning in. New York session kicks off in the next 7 minutes. So make sure you check out my free Telegram channel. The link is in the description below. I send out free weekly signals, free educational content, lots of tons of valuable information, tips and tricks that you guys will be able to learn a lot from. You know, it's applying it into your everyday trading. I also do have a VIP group, which you guys can join as well. It's free to join. All you have to do is sign up under my referral link. The link is in the description below to that. You can start with as little as $5. $5. And once you join, you'll have lifetime access to my signals. Go and watch yesterday's stream. If you want to know how I trade day to day, in that stream, it'll teach you everything. You saw the results. I showed it to you guys here now. This was the results from yesterday's stream. Go and watch the stream. Equilibrium and all the other concepts that I apply in my everyday trading. Go and check it out. But otherwise, yeah, once you join, you'll have lifetime access to my signals. And obviously, I send out 5 signals per day, Monday to Friday, trading every London and New York session. And yeah, you also have access to my 15 module trading course, which is accessible once you join the VIP group. So yeah, that's all at your disposal, and it's up to you to join. But I'm leaving that up to you. But much appreciated, guys. Thank you for tuning into the series, and I will be back soon with some more content. Much love. I will see you in the next stream or video.